Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Semi Composer, and today, as you can see by the thumbnail and the screencast that I showed you, we are doing Asics. We're not even doing Nike first or Nike first. We are doing Asics. I like their branding, I like their styling. Before it was a look down shoe. Now everyone is wearing it. I literally see it on everybody's feet. So it's actually kind of crazy. I looked into their brand and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can actually make something work. So of course, I'm gonna be showing you what's in my brain. How do I approach it? What's their style of marketing that they want me to show musically? And yeah, man, if you don't follow me on any social media platforms, Semi Composer, link in the description. Again, I'm doing a short film. It's called At This Moment It's Us, and it comes out in probably in the springtime of 2026. So I'm gonna leave the link of the website in the description. Go check it out. Of course, they've got an Instagram page as well. Go follow that as well. I'm gonna link that as well in the description. And yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Let's go. So, like always, this is the representation of my brain. You can literally see it. This is what's in my brain. I just named it Asics Running. That's pretty much the brand. And from what I can gather, it's all about comfort. Making your feet feel comfortable in the shoe. Because if it's not comfortable to wear, nobody's going to wear the shoe at all. So you need to make sure that it's comfortable. So how can we convey that in a musical perspective? Ethereal, heaven-like. Like it must feel like you're floating on a cloud. You're stepping on a cloud, and you obviously, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's got a bit of clouds to it. It's got a bit of, an ethereal feeling where you're in heaven almost. Like everything is just soft, everything is just cozy, that type of feeling. Airy. So from that, automatically I know that we're using a higher octave. We're definitely not going to be using the lower octave on our keyboard or the lower register, because that more so signifies like a minor or a more powerful thing. But in this case, we're really just trying to signify, oh wow, this is airy. It feels like we're in a cloud. Pretty much, we're above the clouds. We're enjoying life. I put cushioning. I saw that in one of the main adjectives in the actual commercial itself. Cushioning. Soft. Tender, all these key terms play a massive role within our music making, because we know which sounds to choose. We instantly eliminate a lot of sounds if they don't fall into this category. And energy, because it's running, so you need energy to run, you understand? So all these words, all these terms, all these adjectives, they definitely play a part in how I'm gonna start making music. Really and truly, it's actually pretty simple. It's just making the music is the hard part. And of course, we're going to use sound effects as well to convey transitions as well. Of course, to show that energy, to show the airiness, to show the comfort of the shoe. So these are things that are gonna definitely signal speak to the consumer, to make sure that they end up buying the shoe. Because our job is to sell it musically. Their job is to sell it visually. Our job is to sell it sonically and musically. So I'm going to show you how you can do it too in our Logic Pro session. Let's go. So guys, as you can see, we are now in Logic Pro 11 to be exact. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm enjoying, of course, the layout's always been the same, really and truly, but I feel like things are a lot cleaner. The stock plugins have taken a massive jump. Really and truly, all you have to do is just tweak the sounds a little bit. So you don't really have to use all paid plugins. You can really use some free sounds that are really dope. Ideas are not limited by budget. It's about what's in our brain. You understand? So let's just get straight in. I'm going to show you the intro. Actually, you know what? In usual fashion, how many tracks do we got? Have we got rather 1, 2, 3? Okay, I'd say we got around 9 tracks. Okay, 10 tracks. 10 musical tracks. 10 musical tracks. And then the rest are all sound effects, and the sound effects play a crucial role. I'm going to be really going into detail with the sound effects, because they really help us a lot. Like a lot. I'm telling you, like a lot. So I'm going to show the first 3 bars, and yeah. So as you can tell, really and truly, I'm only playing 2 chords, and that's what I play throughout the whole entire, commercial. But really and truly, the way that I do it, I add more elements in, of course, vocal chop. I love vocal sampling. I love chopping. I love all that type of stuff. It really adds a lot of wideness to our image, stereo wise. So the first thing I'm doing is a pad, because again, it feels that airy. It feels airy, feels very ethereal, and it helps, bring comfort to our commercial. So it's 1, 1 and 2, G major, yeah, and A minor, 7. And it's a phenomenal starting point to introduce something that's pretty much new. 1 and 2. That's pretty much the progression right now. 1, 2. So now that we've got that, it really establishes something that, oh wow, we're definitely not entering that something that's powerful. It's more comforting, not just to us but our feet, if that makes sense. So I layer it with this pad as well. This is actually free. I always use this actually, and it's, yes, Labs Spitfire Labs. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's a phenomenal pad. It's a phenomenal pad. Free sound. Go cop it. Honestly, it really helps a ton. It's really good. Really and truly, it's very simple. It's very simple. I'm gonna play the main bit now. So now that we have this, I call it the pop bounce, and really and truly, it is bouncy. It's a shoe, and it helps you, to definitely move a lot quicker. So that bounces everything. It helps support the shoe, I guess, musically as well. So really and truly, the sound is, so it's E minor and C major, but I keep that G major on my right hand. And it's beautiful. It really supports the bouncy element of the shoe, and it keeps that comfort vibe, and it keeps that ethereal vibe, and the cushioning. It feels very cushiony. I'm not sure if that's a word, but cushiony. You understand? So that helps, and that's playing all throughout the track. Really and truly, it's all playing throughout the track, whilst being supported by the pads. So I'm gonna solo those two right now, so you can hear it. Now, one thing I said was energy, so I wanted some rhythm to this, so I put in a 16-note subdivision bass guitar. So here it is. It's very unorthodox, like no bass plays on me. That's what gives it the electronic feel, but it's a bit unrealistic, but it still helps with the track. So here it is with the pad and the ARP as well. I've got this ARP that a friend told me. I literally got it like 2 days ago, and I always hear it in church, and I'm thinking, what is that sound? I love this sound, and it's called a startup, I believe. I'm going to increase the volume for you. There we go. I love it. We're in G major actually. And I just love this art. Every time I hear it in church, I'm like, damn, I just love this art. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a phenomenal art. A phenomenal art. Hmm. Really and truly, that's pretty much the whole bulk. I believe this is an ARP as well. I like rhythm, that energy section. So it gives us that playful feeling that running's not all bad. You can make it fun if you want to. So it gives us that gamey, it gives us that, fun feel as well. So let's partner that out. It's like you're in a utopian world, Like it's really fun to be in. It's like a safe haven for runners, I guess. So partner that with the bass guitar. And of course our pop bounce. The airy feel. So now it provides that airy feel. I deliberately put that pad there just to give it that airy feel, to give it a bit of support. So it really helps. Of course, energy. When you're at run clubs, they'll normally put up energetic music to make you psychologically in the mood. So I'd love to have the kick. I put the kick there. And I increase the kick's tempo, the subdivision. So now that I've done that, I give it a backbeat, but now I reverb out the snare. Again, to give it that airy feeling. I've literally not touched the lower register of my board. I deliberately didn't do that because I wanted to hit my criteria. Give it some space. That's all it needs, some space. So now that we've done that, it really helps because it gives us space, it gives us comfort, not just for the watcher or the audience, but for our ears as well. We don't want to be hearing. Let the music match the visuals. That's one of the main rules. Now, one thing that I do, speaking of matching the visuals, I deliberately put this sonic wave here. So I'm going to show you how it matches up now with this gel thing. So look out for it and play it again. And it goes back into that honeycomb look. So in context, here is what it looks or sounds like. Smart, innit? Really smart. And yeah, it really helps match the visuals. Sometimes, really and truly, our listener, our watcher's not gonna be paying attention to this. They're just looking at the shoe. But really and truly, as we pay attention to these details, that's what makes us a master at the craft. That's what makes us get better every single day. Just attention to detail. We're artists at the end of the day, so nothing should be done by accident. Of course, there's room for happy accidents, but really and truly, everything should be done to meticulous detail, to the minute detail, and everything should be done on purpose because it shows the intentionality of what you done. I remember when I was in church one day, and I was a bit shy. This was probably one of my earliest days playing in front of a whole bunch of people, and I just wasn't hitting my snare correctly. And my friend told me he was an MD, and he was like, "Simi, if you're not hitting it with conviction, you know, the congregation is not gonna feel convicted in what you're playing, because if you're not playing it with any conviction, you don't believe in what you're playing, then there's no way that the congregation is gonna believe in what you're playing if you don't believe in what you're playing as well. So everything has to be done for a reason. Everything has to be done with conviction. I put it there for a reason. I placed it there for a reason, if that makes sense. So I always bring it to this. I always bring it to every aspect of life. Everything must be done with conviction. Everything must be done convincingly to show someone that I genuinely did this on purpose. If I know what I'm doing, because if you don't know what you're doing, then sometimes, again, like happy accidents, they happen. But we leave room for those as well. The vocal sample. I just love vocal sampling. I've said it before. Kanye, Pharrell. I'm always gonna have it in my mouth. Legends of the game, really and truly. They've done so well, and I've looked up to them for a long time in terms when it comes to sampling and just making beats and stuff. Of course, as a producer, composer, on stage musician, their impact carries me, really and truly, because it's different, and I like what's different because not everyone's doing it. This vocal sample I'm gonna show you right here. Actually, here we go. So the reason why I did that, it was actually a longer sample. I wish I could show you, but I'm not allowed. It's same by the same Chronos guy, by the same guy, but I can't really show that pack. I can't really show it, but it's chopped up. It's chopped up. You can see the fader tool that I use in Logic. It's just here, fade tool, and you can mess around with the fade, because sometimes when you're chopping, you sometimes get the middle of the sample and it sounds too harsh. It just comes in straight away. So you want it to feed in and go out as smoothly as possible. So I add that there, and I try to make it in sync with the visuals as well, so you can see that. So really and truly, that's the main bulk. It's very repetitive, but our message still gets passed across. I like that bit. So even with like the words that they're even putting it, they're giving you so many massive clues as a musician. Like, you can't get this wrong. Sound mind, sound body. How biblical is that? Sound mind. Even with the words, the buzzwords, find calm. So you can see what they're promoting: a soft life, healthy lifestyle, cloud-like cushioning. You see that? I wasn't far off, was I? Pure gel. Comfort, soft landing, gel, pure. With all these words that you're getting, really and truly, although I'm in a minor key, it still supports what the visuals are saying. So now we're going to go off to our sound effects, and this is the part I'm really going to enjoy, because that's what really helps our sonic transitions visually. So I'm going to mute all the music. I'm going to mute everything, the music. And I'm going to show you why I place these. Really and truly, this is the easiest job, in my opinion. I think the hardest bit is the music. But here it is. So our intro. Intro of the shoe. Landing of the shoe. Lifting off of the shoe. Coming back. Landing of the shoe. Lifting off again. to help the gel comes down. Ooh, I like that sound. Really like that sound. That deeper sound. Look at that. Hear it again. Final movement. That's my favorite sound actually. The void sound. Really shows that depth within the shoe. Really and truly. That's it. Like I haven't done anything special here. I promise I'm special, but I'm no one special, you understand? Like anybody can do this. And when you understand, you know, how things are made, you just gotta really go out and experience things. Go out and learn how things are made. Go and learn how, you know, just go out and learn. And that really, really helps your creative process because, you know, I've heard this before. I've seen how this is made. I can dissect this and put things back together. Really and truly, the GEL Nimbus 27. This is a phenomenal shoe. I might cop a pair of Asics actually. This has actually made me cop a pair of Asics, or you know, convinced me to cop a pair actually. So, really and truly, that's the whole thing. I've done nothing special here. I've just abided by my little brief, and I've made things work. So I'm gonna give you like a little watch again. So all these details that I've literally talked about, you've got more, you know, more clarity on how I've placed things. So I'm gonna give something here. You can see the picture actually as well, and the stems as well. Here you go. So here. Guys, that is the end of our video. Literally, I think this is probably one of the most easiest videos that I've actually done. Really and truly, it's just understanding what the brand wants from you from a musical perspective. As I grow and as I learn, I'm gonna show more things in terms of advert making. Of course, I'm gonna try and do more movies, like good movies, next year from 2026, showing how I'd make a cue from a movie or a track from a movie inspired by the movie. And yeah, guys, if you don't follow me on social media, send me Composer on TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, we're gonna have some massive things going on next year. So guys, please take care. Take care of yourselves. Sound mind, sound body. You can't do music if you're not healthy. So yeah, take care and enjoy the end of the video. Bye.